Every time he washes his face, he splashes water on the towel to avoid making any noises. The room is covered with dense newspapers. Even walking has to be shrunk. Just one sound is enough for life. In the future, the city is in ruins. A monster has attacked the world. Their bodies are terrible. They have a superhuman hearing. In order to maintain survival, humans have devised many ways. They poured sand on the ground, increasing the contact surface. Creatures that emit external cries are almost extinct. The only thing humans can eat can only be fish, because in this world no sound is allowed. That day the whole family went out to collect necessities. Naughty boy brings back a toy plane. Dad saw that, immediately stopped, then removed the battery. Then put the cooler and battery on the table. But my sister loves me, so I should give that plane back. Who would have thought that the boy took the battery and left? The result: on the way back to disaster happened. The father heard the noise and panicked. He immediately ran towards his son. But how can humans be faster than monsters? A year after that happened, the wife got pregnant again. In this world, if you make a little sound, you will die. Having a baby is a challenge. That day, the father took his son to the river to learn how to survive. As soon as he caught the fish, he slipped out. The father told his son not to be afraid. The sound of running water can cover this small movement. Then he took me to the waterfall again, where they could scream. It's also a way to release emotions. When father and son come home, it's already dark. Suddenly a figure appeared. They stopped to see. There was an old man who looked very desperate. His wife just killed by a monster. The father raised his hand to signal the old man not to make a sound, but the old man closed his eyes and clenched his teeth. Looks like he's ready to die. The father hugged his son and ran away. They hid behind a big tree. As expected, the monster charged at the old man. At this time, the wife at home is about to have a big problem. She is carrying the bag up the stairs, but a nail pierced the sack. She pulled with force. After going up, the woman's stomach hurt so bad, she clutched her stomach to the basement. Physical pain makes her cry. There's no time delay. She quickly pulled her foot out of the nail. Then the power turned on the red light. She was about to go upstairs. The monster entered the house. The husband knows his wife is about to give birth. The monster has now gone down to the basement. It starts to listen to find prey. Woman hiding in bathtub. Labor pain makes her go crazy. The boy outside uses firecrackers to attract the monster. Luckily, at the last moment, the monster left the house. Hearing the explosion, the father ran straight home. The eldest daughter also ran away when she heard the explosion. Dad went to the bathroom to see a lot of blood, when he was regretting it. Fortunately, the wife gave birth to the baby unharmed. The husband took his wife and children to the cellar. Put on a respirator for your baby to breathe, then put it in a box. A boy is hiding in a cornfield. The eldest sister on the way home found traces of her brother, but didn't expect the monster to be nearby. Its ears began to listen. Just at this moment, the sister's hearing aid made a sound. The high-frequency sound makes the monster indescribably painful. Didn't expect a monster to be afraid of this. She found her brother in a corn warehouse. At this time, after leaving mother and daughter safe, he got up and went to look for the other two children. But as soon as I left, there was a water leak in the basement. Seeing the child floating on the water, the monster also appeared. Without thinking much, my mother quickly got into the water. The monster came forward too. The mother hunt her son. Monsters also emerge from the water, then the mother slowly hides behind the water. Luckily, the monster didn't find out. The boy at this time unfortunately stepped on the hole, accidentally fell into the corn storage.